A nice little lake, and it's just such a peaceful place. And I'm like, you know what? It's 30 degrees outside, but I'm gonna work out here just for a little change of pace. I just don't want my laptop to go flying. So we are gonna do my buns and thighs, and let's stretch while I tell you about it. So this is a huge problem area as we get older. And you hear a lot of women say, oh my gosh, all my weight goes right to my butt and my thighs. So it's pretty common. Put your toes pointing out and just lower yourself down, putting your hands on the inside of your knees, but be super gentle because you're not warmed up yet. Put your foot either on the ground or up on something and give a stretch. Stretch out those hip flexors. So we are going to work this area. In between, we are going to do ab exercises. So we are just going to mix it up and have a great time. Charlie is very mad that she's not out here, but the problem is if I bring her out here, I want you to do a stretch, keep your back flat, and just lower slowly. The dogs on the neighboring farm will bark at her, and then we'll just hear dogs barking the whole workout. See? And that's annoying. So they only bark a little bit with people, but with dogs, it's like nonstop. I want you to roll those feet around, just to shake it out. So I'm sorry I can't say hi. I left my phone up at the house. Okay, so the first one we're going to do are wide plie squats. So you're going to get wide, you're going to hold weights, and you're going to lower as low as you can go. If you can only go to here and up, but when you go up, I want you to squeeze those glutes as hard as you can. Okay, so hold them in front of you. Lower, drive up, squeeze. Squeeze. Lower. Whew. So I have 11 days left of 75 hard. And I'm freaking proud of myself. I'll tell you what, when I got back from New York, I was like, I'm pretty convinced I have the flu. I tested negative, but I had a pretty bad cough and low-grade fever. Squeeze. Lower, drive up, squeeze again. This is not how many you do. That's not what we're worried about. We want really good form. Less than 10 seconds. And I kept going. I just walked a lot for my workouts. And done. But I did, just in case, find a workout where you could do yoga in bed. I didn't try it, but I found it just in case. Have some water, and we are going to go into an ab exercise. So you can sit in a chair. You can sit on the floor. So you're going to scoot your butt towards the edge, and you're going to squeeze up and in. So the goal with ab exercises is to really squeeze, really sort of picture everything coming together here to work powerfully to help you do this the correct way for maximum results. Okay, so you're going to lean back, draw those knees in. This is a little tricky because I can't lean back very far. So I'm going to do this on the floor. So your hands are back. Squeeze. If you cramp up, just lay down, stretch your hands and feet as far away from each other as they'll go. Definitely heating up. That's good. So maybe I can take the coat off. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. So you really can work out anywhere. have weights, but doesn't necessarily mean that if I didn't have them, I work out plenty of times without them. Okay, let's see how this goes without this coat. Okay, the next one I want you to do is grab weights, and we are going to do step-ups. But we're going to do step-ups with a lift, so you need a chair or a bench. If you don't have either of those, but you have a fireplace, hearth, or a stair, you can use that. So I'm going to want you to step up and then squeeze up and then switch legs. So you do what you can do. Pay attention to your form. Okay? All right, let's do this. So step up, lift with that other leg, keep those abs tight, move in a slow and controlled way so that you don't get hurt or lose your balance. Yeah, these two dogs across the way, they're like brothers and they're chocolate labs. They're the dumbest dogs, but they're so cute. They literally will sit there and stare at each other and bark at each other. Not wrestling, not just barking. Take a break when you need to, 3 to 4 seconds. I know, less than 10 seconds. Woo. Don't need to fall off the side of the gazebo. As you get more fatigued, your balance gets a little crazier. So be careful. Okay. Now we're going to do abs. And you're going to sit back in your chair. So the goal with this is that you are going to sit and you're going to squeeze your abs to bring your feet up off the floor. So it's not a very big movement. Your butt's only going to be a few inches off the seat, okay? But because this is an isometric move, squeeze and breathe. Squeeze those abs. It's the only way you're going to keep your butt up. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Lower. When you need a break. I like this one because it fires up the triceps. You're doing great. Come on. 10 more seconds. Fight to finish. Finish the minute. Do not quit. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Stretch it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. All right, the next one we're going to do for our buns and thighs. Another thing I just want to tell you, please don't get discouraged when you have to take breaks. It's not a big deal. Lots of people take breaks. Lots of people need to take breaks, including me. So take the breaks, just keep them short, 3 to 4 seconds. If you need another one a few seconds later, you take it, and who gives a crap? Not me and not you, because we have shown up and we're doing it. With this one, you're on your knees, you're squeezing up, crossing in and down, straight, cross it. Now, when you cross it, so you squeeze your glute to raise, squeeze your glute and hamstring to cross back and down. Do not let your upper body move. Your abs need to be totally engaged to keep your upper body stable. of the goals with 75 Hard is you read 10 pages of a nonfiction book every day. And it's something that feeds your brain or your spirit. One more and we're done. So I am reading The Power of Positive Thinking, and I just highly recommend it. It's an easy read. It was written many years ago, but still so profound, so worthwhile, so relevant. Society has changed so much. So I would encourage you to order it on Amazon. It's a few bucks. And really, I'm really working hard to take the practices in this book, because it's so easy with the stress and pressures of life and interpersonal relationships and work and all of that to feel good, right? It's just so easy for negative thoughts to flood in. And there is a way to counteract those. There is a way to wake up every day and feel joy. Okay, next we're going to do rope climbers. So get on the ground. Your legs are stacked and you're reaching up like you're climbing a rope. If you need head support, just alternate. Squeeze with those abs. Draw those. Keep those shoulder blades off the floor, okay? So you're not coming all the way down in between. I'm so glad I decided to work out outside. I'm sorry it made me a few minutes late, but our house is like a loft, so I couldn't do it in the living room, and Dave's having his quiet time. Less than 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and then we have 3 kids downstairs. So I could have gone into the game room, but this is so much prettier. And I wonder if this doesn't count as my outdoor workout, right? Because I am outside and it is cold, because you know with 75 Hard you do 2 workouts a day, 1 inside, 1 outside. You can do both outside if you want, but this is really nice. Okay, so we're gonna do triple squats now. So what does that mean? That means that we are gonna step back into a curtsy squat. So your knee is behind your toe, your abs are tight, your shoulders are back. You come up, then you step back, and then you do a side lunge. Okay, so we're curtsy, back, side. Okay, so we're going to do one side for 45 seconds, then we'll switch to the other side. It's too hard trying to go from side to side. Okay, timer. So I'm going to be using 8-pound weights, and you should challenge yourself. That's just all I have. So I might go with 10s. So step back behind, knee is behind your toe, knee up, step back, knee behind your toe, up, side lunge, up. So curtsy. So again, you move at a safe pace. Keep those core muscles engaged, because that's the only way you're going to keep your balance. So curtsy, knee up, reverse lunge, knee up, side lunge. This feels really good. Woo! I did not have my core engaged and I felt it. One more. Look, we ended up doing a minute of those. Good for us. Okay, so other side, curtsy, knee up. Now you might find one side has better balance than the other. That often happens happens to me too. Reverse, knee up. And with all of these, you keep your knee behind your toe. So curtsy, knee up, reverse, knee up, side, knee up. Whew. Take those breaks when you need to. I know we are working hard, but that's the goal. Done. Whew. Have some water. That's good stuff, right? And here's the thing. If you feel like you're not doing well at these exercises and you're on the struggle bus and you're huffing and puffing and you're getting frustrated, center, calm yourself, think, I am strong, I am amazing, I am here, and do what you can, but don't let all that negative crap get in your head. It's so freaking easy. I always say women are so good at giving themselves a hard time. We're just so adept at it. If we could make money at giving ourselves a hard time and being self-critical, we would all be gajillionaires. I don't even know if that's a term, but okay. Next ab exercise, you're going to be up on a chair. You are in a incline position, and you're going to squeeze your abs to bring those knees in. Really crunching. And then obliques. So in front, obliques. You go at your pace, make sure you're breathing. Squeeze your abs. So squeeze, squeeze, obliques, obliques. Squeeze, squeeze. So a lot of people have asked me, what do you think you'll keep from 75 hard when it's over? The reading 10 pages a day has been great. I've really enjoyed it. And a chance to read things that, you know, you might not normally make it through or take you a year to read. Definitely drinking more water. And done. That's a big one. I will probably extend the length of my workouts to 45 minutes, but not do 2 of them. Because the fact of the matter, as you're older, you got to deal with what's in front of you, which is a beautiful life, but your body changes. So maybe when you were in your 20s and 30s, you could do 20 or 30 minutes of exercise and that's it. But that's why I've been telling you guys for a while, even though I was still doing ViscoFit, I had incorporated walking and running because I knew when I lived in New York City, I didn't need to do anything else other than ViscoFit because I was walking all the time. That is just the lifestyle there. Then you move to Nashville, you're not walking, you drive everywhere, and lo and behold, you gain a bunch of weight. So it's like, okay, what's my situation? What's the reality? What am I dealing with? And the reality is you're probably dealing with menopause. You're dealing with older kids, bigger problems. The little kids are exhausting in a whole other way. The older kids just require more emotional energy. And so I would just encourage you to kind of look at the situation, see where you're at, where you want to be. Oh, I love this one. Okay. We're going to lay on the ground. We are going to get our weights. I'm going to probably grab both of these. Oh. heavy Amazon. Alright, so you lay on your side. Your legs are folded. I'm going to use both of these. So that's 16 pounds. Squeeze up and lower. Squeeze up and lower. So you keep your feet together, keep your abs tight, your upper body does not move. And if you're like me, you might hear a lot of clicking and clacking. It's only on this side, it doesn't hurt. It's kind of funny. Whew. You want your weights to be heavy enough that they're challenging to squeeze up and it's challenging to lower slowly because that weight is pressing on. 2, 1, and done. I'm just going to assume that that person's Amazon because we're literally out in the middle of nowhere. So if there's some weird car in our driveway, it doesn't make any other sense. Okay, other side. How are you guys doing? Pick it up. Make sure you have a good hold on them, which I do not. There we go. Squeeze up and lower. Keep. Really squeeze. You can do it. One, 3, 2, 1, and done. Again, the whole goal is to use those heavy weights to challenge you. Okay. Alright, so next we're doing abs. So I think one of the interesting things about abs is some people just do crunches like 100 a day. And that's great. But you have to really, your abs are located in your core. And this is all connected. So the good thing about doing different exercises is then you work this whole area instead of just focusing on one set of muscles by doing the same thing every day. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We are keeping our legs up and we're crunching. Sorry, we're not keeping our legs up. We're lifting one knee, but keep those shoulders up off the ground. Your hands are supporting your head. You're not pulling on your head. Your abs are doing all the work. Squeezing, squeezing. You can do it. Three, 2, 1, done. Good job. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am. It is definitely chilly out here. My fingers are feeling it for sure. Okay. I lost my workout, sorry. Okay. Oh, gosh. I love this one, but I don't think I can do it in here with this towel because I'll end up with a nail or something in my butt. Okay, So the next one we're going to stand for this one. And you can, if you want, hold a weight behind you, and we're going to do lifts right behind us. Sounds simple, but don't be deceived. Reset. Okay. I'm glad I brought my warm gloves out here. I have two different kinds of gloves. I have really cold weather ones, and then I have gloves that are for when it's a little warmer. And I was wearing these out. I'm like, I think these are going to be too heavy, but whew, not when it's 30. You do not have to hold the weight behind you. It just increases the challenge. Sorry, I was losing my grip. Other side. That's what we'll call it, crisp. Oh, less than 10 seconds. Come on. You can do it. Oh my gosh. 2, 1, and done. Good job. How are you guys doing? I was about to say, are you staying warm? But you're probably inside. I'm gonna jog it out a little bit. Okay, what is next? Oh, abs. I love abs. I really do. It sounds stupid. It sounds like I'm a glutton for punishment. But I'm not. I think it's more just that I've seen the benefit of ab exercises. So with this one, you're going to stay seated. You're going to scoot your butt almost off, and you're going to reach in your feet together. I'm not using any weights. I'm just really focusing on my obliques and crunching as hard as I can and reaching for the floor. A lot more challenging than it would appear when you really squeeze with all your Okay, so for the next one, we're going to jump around a little bit. Okay, so the goal with this one is you're squeezing your abs, your quads, your glutes. And if you want to, you can hold weights while you do it, just to increase the challenge. Need a break, take it like me. The weights definitely add a lot. I'm going to go with my lighter weights, and I'm not ashamed. 2, 1, done. Other side. Try my heavier weights because you always want to challenge each side the same way. Start with the same weights, which I forgot to do. Now I'm going back to the lighter ones. 5 more seconds, come on. guys, I think I gotta put my coat back on. The wind really picked up. Not like super crazy, but like enough to just like make it about 5 degrees colder out here. Okay. Primal abs. You know I love a good ab exercise. So with this one, you will recognize it. It's one of my favorites. You might need to tuck your feet under your couch or your chair. If you do, who gives a shit? You lower, raise up. You do not jerk yourself to get up. You don't do that. Okay, you squeeze. It's slow, it's fluid. I'm using an 8-pound weight. It feels good. It's challenging. But I can get it up safely when it's over my head. And done. Really, really good. Okay. How's everybody? Take a break, have some water. Okay. Now this one, you're going to get to wait. You're going to put it in the crook of your knee and squeeze your calf. You're going to drive up. Really squeezing. So I'm using an 8. I could probably use a 10 or 12, but this is what I have. And this is not an exercise where you can obviously use 2 at one time. Got it. Less than 10 seconds on this. Sorry, actually, I totally lied to you. Because it took us a minute. 5 more seconds. Good job. Switch it to the other leg. Squeeze that calf against it. Drive up, leading with the heel. So keep your abs tight. Don't let your body rotate out. Really squeeze. You can do it. Take those breaks when you need to. No biggie. 2, 1, and done. Awesome. So we're gonna sit on our mat or our towel. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. I have to say, working out in the cold is invigorating. You know, sometimes during the winter when you work out inside, it can be a little dry from the heat. So I think being outside kind of just you don't have that same thing. Okay, So with this one, you are leaning back and you're touching the weight to either side. You can lift up your feet if you want more of a challenge, or you can lift up one foot at a time, whatever you want to do. I'm keeping my feet down. Normally I like to try and lift them, but I still have another workout to do today, so. People are like, how do you find the time? I get up early, which helps. And you know what, you kind of just get into a rhythm. Like, I've never been an afternoon or evening workout person, but when you have to, you do. Have to, quote unquote. So, I really have kind of gotten in a rhythm, and I'll just usually do the Peloton, or I'll go for a walk with the dog. Those early evening walks, even when it's dark, kind of nice. Listen to podcasts, talk to relatives or friends, listen to music. You know, there's so many things you can do with that time to feed your heart and your soul while accomplishing a goal. Ooh, I love this one. Okay, so this is a side lunge shift. Did I say side lunge? Side lunge. So with this one, you're going to grab your weights if you want. You don't have to, but you're going to get low. Your knee is behind your toe, your back is flat, and you're going to go from side to side. I like you holding the weights because I want you to have that added challenge, but if you're new or you're kind of coming back from being sick or you're just having a rough day, great, no weights. So check and make sure your knees are behind your toes. Stay low. How low can you go? How low can you go? That always reminds me of Grease. This shift is deceptively difficult. The first 10 seconds you're like, oh, that's pretty easy. Whew. And then it starts to kick your ass as time goes on. 3, 2, 1, done. Oh, I'm going to feel that one later. There's ducks on the pond. Yeah, that's our own little pond out here, and it has, or lake. I guess it's a lake because it's fed by a spring, and then a little stream flows. I think lake has no incoming water. I don't know. I'm clearly not from the country. Okay, so when we're talking about our abs, it's not always some big dynamic move. Sometimes it's just the process of really squeezing, right? So squeezing as hard as you can and coming up. So we're not using any weights. We are literally going to use the force of those ab muscles to curl ourselves until our elbows come all the way in. So you put in what you put out. So squeeze really hard. Squeeze those abs. Get those elbows all the way to your hips if you can. Squeeze. Squeeze it all. Squeeze your whole trunk. One more. Oh. Sorry, I'm coughing still. The remnants. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is kind of a ab slash hamstring and glute exercise. Hello, can you go? Hello. We're almost done, guys. A couple more minutes. Okay, so you're going to get down. We're going to knee to opposite elbow and then lift up. Okay, knee to opposite elbow, extend and down. So when you extend, you really squeeze that glute and that quad or that hamstring, sorry. Extend, squeeze, and get that leg up as high as you can. Squeeze your abs to get your knee to your opposite elbow or as close as you can get. Three, two, one, and you're reaching. Squeezing those obliques. If you need head support, you can just squeeze to one side. And then I'll tell you when to switch. Switch. Guys, I've had so much fun working out with you today. Alright, it is time to stretch. Reach your hands way up. Reach to one side, and then to the other side. Oh, so good. I want you to lunge to one side, keep your knee behind your toe, really stretch that inner thigh. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Hands on the inside. Now you can sink deeper and press out since you're warmer. Put your foot up on something and just stretch out. Stretch two. And sit back. Keep your knee behind your toe. Sit as low as you can. Other side. Shake everything out. One more big stretch. You guys are the best. I won't be on tomorrow. Friday? No. Tomorrow is Friday. Duh. I don't know. I gotta think about my schedule. I've got so much going on, as usual. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the workout. And if you need